I'm BOC. I'm living here 10 years.
I'm BOC. I live in UK about 7 years.
I'm BOC. I live in UK more than 8 years.
I am British overseas citizen, live in UK more than 7 years.
I am British overseas citizen. I've been living in UK about 8 years. I need your help and support.
I'm BOC. I'm living in London more than 8 years. I lived in the UK for nearly 9 years continuously. I need your support and help. Thank you.
The Malaysia BOC situation has its roots in the period prior to Malayan independence in 1957. The settlements of Penang and Malacca were colonies. In 1949, residents there became entitled to citizens of the United Kingdom, and the colonials, they were permitted to retain CUKC passports. At the time, there was no objection to dual citizenship. In January 1st, 1983, the British Nationality Act 1981 was amended, splitting the old CUKC category and creating a new category of British overseas citizens, who lack rights of abode in the UK and have the least capacity to move to full British citizenship. Meanwhile, in 2002, the Malaysia situation in the intervening period has changed. The constitution had been amended and now did not permit dual citizenship. Malaysia in the UK, whose father were born in the Penang or Malacca, might acquire a BOC passport and so lose Malaysian citizenship. By early 2005, Home Office seems to have largely ceased to grant BOC claims, but they did not make this public. Oddly, despite being armed with the limbo policy, they did not proceed to reject applications, instead sitting on their hands and refused to tell worried applicants whether their case were refused or granted. Only in late 2007, the Home Office started issuing refusal notice to the BOCs, instructing them that their claim had been rejected. By this point, the bulk of limbo BOCs had lost Malaysian nationality and could go nowhere anyway, even if they wanted to. Even though the Home Office refused BOC applications, they still issuing BOC passports.
I met my wife in the Windsor Castle. She is the one give me hope after so many years of depression, stress. And now we got our own baby.
He and his wife married, but because of immigration status, she went back to Malaysia 7 months pregnant. And the frustration is today, Hendy has not seen his daughter, was never there for her first tooth when she started to walk. And it's totally bizarre how a father cannot be with the child. She's 1 this year. And of course, with the present situation, because the father is stateless in the UK, the baby also is stateless in Malaysia.
So we challenged them. We said, okay, well, we need you to bring these people together. And within only probably about 5 or 6 weeks, we had a group of 70 people from that first 7 who met in the Chinese church in London and came together, and we had a training session on power, on what it is to organise people. From there, we then took action. So Tracy Coe, one of the leaders of the group, she'd given her testimony at the National Assembly just before the general election. So on that basis, she had a relationship with Nick Clegg. So we went with Tracy and with more than 70 others to deliver a letter to the Cabinet Office. And then from there we took Hendy, another leader, to give his really moving testimony to Boris Johnson, the Mayor of London. Within a week of that, we also met with Simon Hughes, who's the Deputy Leader of the Liberal Democrat Party. And Simon Hughes in particular has made a real commitment to work with us, so he's now written a letter to Damien Green, to ask for a meeting. He's written to the Malaysian High Commission, and we're going to go with him to just clarify the Malaysian position on this issue. And then over the next few months, we're really keen to continue building our power, organising people, keeping the kind of bonds together. We now have an executive.
We are BOC supporters. We need your support. We need your help.